Hello YouTube, ZiggyNo back with another video. And in this one we're going to go a little bit deeper into the differences between StarStock and CMOC and what I'm doing with both accounts. Now let me first go over some of the differences and why I use both of these products and plan to use both moving forward. I'm a big fan of both. So it's really not one versus the other for me. It's which one is best for what I'm trying to sell or buy. And I'll talk mainly about buying in this, mainly about selling in this. But I think I'll give tips on both as we go through the video. First of all, let me just point out that StarStock is hugely different in the sense that they only accept rookies from selected products. CMOC selects all cards from all sports and all hobbies. Okay, they accept comic books. Check out my collection. Check out my cards, check out my comics. So that's a huge difference. And that is why when I open cards like vets and refractors and third years and so like that, I'm going to send to CMOC. For me, if they're over $2 and probably under 20, they go to CMOC. Now for me, with my rookies, I normally grade some of the higher end rookies and the lower end rookies or some of the bulk rookies of good players, I am going to start sending to StarStock. I've already sent 2 submissions. I'm preparing my third. I'm very excited about doing that, and I'll talk a little bit more about how I'll be doing that. Next, let's talk about the processing fees and the differences here. So first of all, StarStock has no processing fee and no storage fee. COMC has a processing fee that starts at about 35 cents a card, and they have a storage fee based on how long the cards stay there. I believe the first 3 or 6 months are free, and then they start acquiring, I think, a penny per month fee. The storage fee really is not an issue to me on CMOC. I normally will sell my cards off or create a portfolio and sell the portfolio if the fees become too big. What I would point out, though, is when you're doing CMOC, or in fact when you do a grading submission, you're paying for processing time, so you expect a return on that. StarStock's processing is free, which I like because A, you don't pay anything, and also B, there's no pressure on them to meet some deadline. They have to get it processed in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it might be. Now, I'll say that I've sent them about 400 cards. They've only processed about 120 of those cards in, I think, about 4 weeks. So I'm not upset about that because I'm not paying for it, but it is something to consider the differences. If you're trying to sell something quick, well, you're probably not trying to use CMOC to do it. But StarStock has no processing. On the withdraw or the fees that you pay as a seller, StarStock's very simple, 5% selling fee. That's it. Okay, that's how they make their money. Every time a card sells, they get 5 points on it. CMOC has a lot of different ways they make money on this thing. They charge money to the buyer when they buy the card that they're not charging the seller. It's a 25-cent card fee. You pay the processing fee, as I mentioned, depending on what that is. That starts at 35 cents. So a card that sells on, if a card sells for, say, $2 on CMOC, you have to remember that that's at least a 17% processing fee because there's 35 cents to process that card. There are other selling fees, and there's a withdrawal fee in CMOC. Both platforms encourage you to use the money to buy more cards and withdraw cards, and I kind of would agree with that. You shouldn't withdraw cash unless you have to. But I do think it's important to lay out the differences in those fees and the fee structure. Again, for me, I am recommending that I send all, and I'm telling this to my boys, myself, and friends, send all of those rookies we're not grading over to StarStock and pricing there. Even, for example, even my base rookies, I was hesitant about sending them there, but I'm thinking they're going to store them there for me. They're going to process them there for me, and they're also going to grade them for me, and I'll explain that too. Not a grading with a slab, but they're going to give a StarStock grade, and that itself is worth value to me. I can process that, right? I'll explain that in a little bit. Let's get over to the slides, and hopefully you'll see a little bit more about what I'm talking about. So let's get into StarStock. I pulled up StarStock here. You come to StarStock, you can see trending cards, baseball, basketball, football. They break it up for you. You can also see the types of cards on the left-hand side, very similar to how CMOC breaks up the selling. I will point out you can see all the cards they have in the system. Now, they do not have the thousands, and I mean thousands that CMOC has, right? You'll see that they like the fact they're set up here. Look, there's Impeccable. Here's Luminance, Panini Luminance. Actually, I didn't even know that was a brand they carried, but apparently they do. But this is another thing. You can come here and check and see what brands they carry, right? They got National Treasures, Opulence, Origins. I guess as long as it's rookies, they're letting you process these. So where's those 2 cards? Oh, there they are. Yeah, not a fan. But anyway, really like that they're building their inventory. It's free, it's processing, free to get stuff in here. Let's start looking at my collection. Okay. Now, a few things about my collection. I have right here, you have 121 cards. Now, I know I've sent them about 400 cards. I don't know how many they have that they're processing. I will say CMOC does a very good job of this. They give you the batch number, approximate number of cards remaining to be processed, and when the due date is, right? You can see how many cards I've got in my system. I only got 35. This is my son's system, by the way. So that's one thing I wish StarStock would do, is show me how many cards you have received, how many you're processing, because every day I log in, I wonder how many of these cards have they processed. I have to look here and see, well, I've got 121, or oh, it's just going up to 150. There's new cards. Another thing is when new cards are dropped in here, they're just dropped in here. When CMOC drops them in here, they drop them into a bucket where you have to go and price. They're not on the open market, which I think is interesting to point out. If I go back here to Marketplace, look, you can see availability. You can see what's for sale. You can see what offers are in the market, okay? And you can see what's in the vault. Now, I think this is very important to understand the difference. Vault means that it's up in StarStock, right? Somebody could be sitting on cards in the vault that they have not put for sale. So you could see a card, and you'll notice that I'm trying to find one where it will not have on, like here's one that looks like it's in the, right here, yeah, here is one. Here's a Jimmy Butler. There's one in the StarStock vault. It's a StarStock A, and some guy's got to put an offer out there for 55, right? This is pretty cool. So, and this is again where I say buying and selling. If I'm a seller, I can put those in my vault and just wait and see if anybody wants to make offers before I even list the card. So huge difference in StarStock on that difference of there's cards in the vault, there's cards for sale, and there's cards for offer. Okay, so again, I can come in here and just fill up a bunch of offers. Basically, if you're thinking market-wise, I can make a bunch of offers to buy stocks and wait for those to be fulfilled. So big difference there in the two. Again, I was showing how they show the processing number. I like that. In StarStock, I have to kind of figure it out. So I'll go to my collection. Here's some of my cards, and you'll see I've sent everything up here, man. Look, I don't even know who this guy is, to be honest with you. I don't remember him either. If I get, I probably will not get anything for these guys. Some of the guys are obviously better. Here's a Watkins rookie, Tannehill rookie. Those guys hit some fire. Who knows? Look, I got Nate Suffield. I think he's backing somebody up. You never know, man. Got Derrick Henry right here. Here's a cool thing. Look, I got Derrick Henry football concourse. 5 of these guys, right? I go over here and mine, and this is what I mentioned earlier. They grade them for you. They tell you that they're a good card or whatnot. They're StarStock A, B, and C. And to me, what this means, if I'm buying StarStock A's, or if I have StarStock A's, those are kind of pre-screened for grading. So maybe I want to pull those cards down in the future and grade them if the value goes up. Maybe I want to start buying and acquiring a bunch of StarStock A's and grading them. So I like that system. So here I have one. I have an offer, and again, since it's the only one out there, I put a sale price on it of $50. I'm not going to do another one, but I've got one right there. In fact, here's my listing right here. Right, I can come in here and I think I can edit my listing. I can cancel the listing if I want to, and I can create a new one. But here's my listing I placed on the 12th. I've got 4 more in my vault. Well, I just think that's cool, right? So if he has a big game, man, I go to my vault, open it up, and crack out some Henrys. Not the same with StarStock. Okay, I'm sorry, not the same with CMOC. So StarStock really like that ability there that I can do that. One comment, I really wish they had a back to list. I have to hit the back button here. I don't like doing the back button. And I'll tell you that because return to search, sometimes the back button will clear your search if you're searching. Tyreek Hill base, like I've got 5 of those guys listed right now. What am I listing those guys for right now? I should probably take a few of those off the market maybe. Yeah, I just listed 4 of those this morning. Yeah, I'm going to cancel that. I was doing that as a little demonstration, but I want to keep 4 in the vault and 1 to see what the market is, right? If he goes for $5, right, I'm going to list it for 5. So if that's kind of cool. Last sale was $5. Okay. So let me go back to the collection. Let me show you some where there's offers out there that I could accept. Let's go to my basketball. And we will go to Shy. Now, if you look at Shy, okay, I've got him in here. Where's my... There he is. There's my one card. I've got him listed at $100. Right, I'm floating by $100 ask price for a raw stock A card. There's offers, 8 offers for 45. Okay, that's not bad. There are some for sale as low as that. There are StarStock B's and C's. Okay, there's actually a PSA 9. There's requests over here, offers on the PSA 10s. See that? So you can put a bid in. Someone has one, they drop it in there, they get that filled immediately. So these transactions are immediate, right? You don't have to worry about returners or mores. Money's in your account. So my point is, do I want to accept that? No, I'm not. I'm going to keep that there. I want to see how Shy does, especially I want to wait for some play time before I start selling the basketball cards. And that's also kind of I go back to my collection, go back to basketball. I haven't priced some of my basketball cards. I got a bunch of hoops I sent up there, some Prism. I got more that are being processed, so I'm excited about that with it starting. Over in baseball, I'll say I need to look in baseball a little more because all I sent them were my Bowman prospects. And it's probably, it's not bad in the sense they're going to store them and they process them and stuff like that. But I don't know the prices on them. There's no price history. So I have to look that price history up before I list them. Prospects could go up really quickly. Another one I'll show you real quickly that a StarStock that I found as a challenge. Panini Prism. They have my they got some Marlon Max, my Kenny Galladay's. I sold one of those. Oh, here we go. Cooper Cup. They've got Cooper Cup here listed as a base. Now I have to check this out, but 2017 there were no bases. These are all prisms. Right? This is a prism card. It should be a silver. It should be listed as a silver. I need to let them know that. Now, again, in other years, they definitely do that. There are, space and silver. But in this year, man, how do I get back out of that? I got to hit this button. And they did process some new cards for me. Let me just go back here to all sports in my collection. 121. That's interesting. I don't remember these new cards coming in. See, this is another thing. I'd like to get notifications when cards come in for me to process. I was unaware of these new cards, and I will be pricing these. So let's look at these for a second here. Let me look at all these. I got Curtis Samuel. Let's check this out. First of all, I like to see. Look, I got 2 StarStock A's and 1 StarStock B. What else? D.D. Westbrook, John Ross. I'm super excited about processing some of these guys. Galladay, Tariq, OJ, Hurst, Kirk. Look at my boy. I hate him. I'm just kidding. I don't hate him. He just killed me. This is awesome. I look forward to processing this. Look here. Hayden Hurst. Let's look how many of these I got. 12. That's pretty cool. I've got a couple listed already. Man, that's a lot of quantity. So again, in the vault, people can buy those guys up by bulk. Do I have more to load? Look at that. Is this guy going to play this year? See? This is so much fun. I mean, I can sit here and go through and list these guys. I'll tell you what I'm doing right now, or when I'm not doing the videos. I'm going to go through and be listing pretty much. I'm going to look at all the non-StarStock A's and get rid of those. Like here's a StarStock B. I'm probably going to sell him. I have to look and find out what's a good price for him. And that's one thing, like I said, with StarStock, I don't have that historical pricing data, right? Because they're new. I wish I had that. So it takes longer for me to price these cards. It's not just simply just drop the number in here. See, I've got 2 here. There are StarStock B's. I think I looked those up. And the offers are at 10 cents on these guys for StarStock A. Come on, I'm not taking that. There's no sales history. All you need on these guys is a game, and then these guys will start selling. We also need more eyes on screen. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will show you a little bit more on buying in the future. I think an important big takeaway, guys, to make with StarStock. The ability to look at in the vault what's for sale and make offers, I think is unique and gives you a cool ability to buy or make offers to buy, right? On the selling side, I like the ability that they have where they break up and they sort your cards into different grades. I think there's huge value in that, right? So You will see more videos of me using StarStock as I build up my account, as I make some buys and sells. I will say, I think I bought this Brian Tannehill here. Look at my activity. Yeah, I think my bought. Yeah, I picked up Ryan at 15. I picked up this Deshaun Watson at 25. And again, you can price them, reprice them, or you can keep them in your vault. So anyway, hope this was helpful. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to get those numbers up. Please like it or don't like it. And please comment below to tell me what you want more of. Have a great day. Stay healthy.